Hi guys, and many thanks for joining. My name is Kat and I like to talk about crime investigations and missing people. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe below, hit that notification bell so you are the first one to know about any new videos I upload, like and share the video. Thank you. Today I want to talk to you about what was found in Mccann's apartment 5A. Let's start with this. Scent of cadaver is a compound produced by a decomposing human body beginning 90 minutes after death. Eddie, the cadaver dog, and Keela, the blood dog, were brought in. The dog alerted to Madeleine's decomposing body in the wardrobe of 5A, Kate's clothes, behind the sofa, in the Renault, and on the cuddle cat which belonged to Madeleine. The dogs alerted to a source of blood behind the sofa and no blood identified from analysis. They alerted to the tiles and skirting behind the sofa. The dogs were specifically trained to detect human remains and human blood. As part of their training, they were trained using human bones. All witness statements from TAPA 7, Kate and Gerry's statements, which have humongous discrepancies and lies. It's my opinion, Madeleine might have died about 5:45 to 6 in the evening. She either fell or was pushed and fell down the stairs, banging her head. The apartment had marble floor. Probably she smashed her skull. Eddie the dog could smell cadaverine at the bottom of the stairs. I think they hid her behind the sofa where, once again, Eddie the dog smelled cadaverine. And traces of blood have also been found, and we also know that there was a cleaning attempt made. Also, as mentioned in witness statements, which I talked about in the previous video, why would someone have a shower and a bath straight away after a shower? Presumably this is what Kate did. I think she might have been trying to wash off the blood and any evidence. However, the dog could smell cadaverine on Kate's clothes as well. My theory is this, hear me out. Madeleine might have been doing something wrong, something what a normal child does, which usually annoy the parents, and one of the parents snapped in anger and must have done something intentionally or not which hurt Madeleine to the point that she died. Now they know they left their children alone on so many occasions and they could have easily been accused of negligence. In a desperate attempt to avoid prison, they decided to get rid of Maddie's body. It is possible Kate, distressed, asked for Jane's help and the whole group. This group, from what I read, they are quite pervert in the sense of their bedroom preferences. I'm not gonna say the S word because it might hurt the video, so I'll just refer to it as bedroom preferences. I heard they might have been swingers, and this might be one of the reasons why they decided to travel as part of a group. And it's quite possible that being scared they will damage their reputation, they helped Kate and Gerry get rid of the body, evidence, and come up with a cover story. Although everything got muddled up, so many inconsistencies in their statements that it makes your head spin. So many inconsistencies and so many lies is unbelievable. Check out my other video about the witness statements. Now, there is a reason the dog could smell blood outside of apartment 5A. It is possible Gerry was seen carrying Madeleine's body when a witness saw him carrying the girl. It's possible. We do know that someone saw him carrying Madeleine and he was saying that he carried her because she was too tired. But what if indeed he was carrying her away from apartment 5A in the car, trying to get rid of her body? I think initially they probably buried her body in the near areas, but after quite some time, when Gerry, with no reason, traveled from US to Portugal, he actually went back for a good reason, to get rid of the body. The whole group was quite familiar with the beach, considering the fact they were jogging and visiting the beach every day when they were on holiday. And I'm really sad to say, but there's a high possibility that indeed Maddie's body was thrown in the sea. If I'm right, I don't think they'll ever be able to find it, which I really do hope I'm wrong. A group of people like Kate and Gerry and their friends, brilliant minds, could have come up with a perfect cover-up. That's the reason why Kate and Gerry straight away said Maddie was abducted. That's the reason why Kate and Gerry mentioned Madeleine not as missing but as dead, even before any official investigation suggested that. And they knew very well they would get away with it. They knew very well they would get away with it because of their political ties with Gordon Brown, with Theresa May and David Cameron. Of course, highly respected politicians wouldn't want to get bad press from helping someone who covered up a death. He was even called by Gordon Brown on the night of Maddie's alleged disappearance, and he told Brown she was abducted. When he called the police the first time, he said she was abducted. These people, they were not even willing to think of an alternative. And this is why they kept injecting the media with the story of an abduction, so people would feel sympathetic. And there are so many references with notes Kate made about photo shoots with the media to show that they are walking with the twins and so on. And this was just a few days after Maddie's disappearance, and it goes on and on with how many appointments they had with the media, and they had to be in this certain place for this newspaper, for this photo shooting, so they had to behave in a certain way. Everything was strategically planned just so they get more and more media coverage. And not only that, but both Kate and Gerry agreed to give statements to the media only if there were no bad things mentioned about them. They needed to look like the worried and devastated parent, and the British media were controlled on what they could cover. Kate and Gerry are millionaires now, thanks to Madeleine's disappearance. Kate made a book presumably about her daughter, but all she talks about is herself. Heck, they've even been on Oprah. Who have you seen as a parent of missing children being on Oprah? And who have you seen as a parent of missing child to behave and draw as much media attention as they have? And not for their child, but to cash in at the expense of their child's disappearance. Now, let's go through what they found in apartment 5A, which is quite well hidden from the public eye. The Portuguese police intercalary report claimed that Madeleine died in the apartment. Do you remember in my previous video I was actually reading the interim report about this. Her parents hid her body and simulated an abduction. From official police files, the minor Madeleine Mccann died in the apartment 5A of the Ocean Club Resort on the night of May the 3rd, 2007. Kate Mccann and Gerry Mccann are involved in the occultation of the cadaver of their child. Scotland Yard believed at one point that she didn't leave that apartment alive. I've actually doing my research, I've actually came across an article which I read, and the article mentioned that Operation Grange, which was in charge of dealing with the investigation, they were in fact not allowed to investigate the parents. Now, the cadaver odor detection dog alerted in the master bedroom, the living room, behind the sofa, marked the car key, marked inside the car boot, front garden of apartment 5A, 2 pieces of clothing belonging to Kate Mccann, one piece of clothing belonging to Madeleine, and Maddie's soft toy. The blood dog alerted to the living room behind the sofa, marked the car key, marked the inside of the car boot, same spots like the cadaver odor dog. Marking occurred behind the living room sofa, the cadaver odor blood DNA, which proves that said piece of furniture was pushed back by someone after the death of Madeleine Mccann was verified. Maddie's hair was found in the car boot. DNA was found. Why would Maddie's hair be found in the car boot if they didn't take Maddie's body and put it in the car boot to get rid of it? That would be the only explanation, because you don't put your kid in the car boot to go for a trip. Let's be honest. Blood was also retrieved from the tires and was sent for forensic examination, confirming the dog's findings. So they did confirm the dog's findings, which makes them reliable dogs, even though Gerry said in an interview that they are not reliable at all. And he was like, in the interview, Sandra was taking the interview, and he was like saying, "Oh, ask the dog, Sandra." Like, he's so arrogant and so full of himself. It's unbelievable. Now all of the DNA components match the corresponding components in the DNA profile of Madeleine Mccann. The components were found in the spot behind the sofa and the boot of the rental car. When asked about blood in another interview, Gerry stormed out of the room. He just didn't want to hear it anymore. He physically left. He took off his microphone, he threw his microphone and left the room, and Kate kept saying, "Calm down, sit back down," and then he just left, and she was trying to justify him leaving by saying to the interviewer, "Oh, he will calm down, he just needs a breath of fresh air." A neighbor living above McCann's apartment heard Maddie and the twins cry for quite some time from the night before Madeleine disappeared. They only stopped crying when Gerry came back from dining at the tapas. 15 out of 19 markers marked Maddie's DNA with the DNA samples found in the apartment and in the car. And dogs even found bodily fluids in the car, in the rental car. Now, Gerry and Kate are defending these findings by saying that they were not the only ones who rented the car. And obviously they are just trying to push all the evidence against them to, and just to keep up with their theory of what happened and their cover-up story. And according to numerous reports, Portuguese officials believe the McCanns may have sedated their daughter, and perhaps she died accidentally, and the British couple, both 39 and physicians, hid the body for weeks before disposing of it. The Portuguese police even offer Kate a deal. If she confesses to killing her daughter, she'd only get a sentence of no more than 2 years. Now, this is what she claims. And she says that after around 12 hours of interrogations, she was offered a plea bargain through her lawyer. And at the same time, whilst Gerry was interviewed, her sister, Kate's sister, Philomena, appeared on Sky News already talking about the plea bargain which was offered. In her book, Kate claims she was offered a plea bargain as well, but later, check this out, later her lawyer deemed it as a misunderstanding. See, when she lied, she was not in touch with her lawyer because she didn't know the Portuguese law. She should have been in touch with her lawyer, because the lie was exposed. If I'm not mistaken, Portuguese law does not allow plea bargains. Even Kate's dad confirmed Kate would give the kids Calpol to help them sleep. However, Kate denied all of this. Of course she did. Many thanks for watching, and please don't forget to check my other videos about Madeleine Mccann's investigation. I also have a playlist which I'll be adding the link to in the description. Please let me know in the comments below what do you guys believe about all these theories and investigation and all this evidence, and what do you think that should be done in this case. Many thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.